Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Brewology Bit. It's going to be a great day where I get to talk about all the cool beers that I create at Bit Brewery. Today, we're going to talk about some Bit member brews coming up. Well, so I brewed last week with one of our newer Bit members, Miach. That's what's on his mug. His name's actually Mitch. But we last week brewed a double black IPA. So it is double because it's got a higher alcohol. Should be coming in somewhere around 8.8% black IPA because when you look at it, it looks like a stout. It should have a pretty dark appearance, and the head on the beer should kind of be a tannish, just like a stout. But when you drink it, well, even before you drink it, when you get up to your face, you're just going to start noticing all the hops. The aroma is just going to be intense. And then, you drink it, clearly it's going to be an IPA. It's going to have a little bit of a bitterness to it because it fashioned more after a West Coast IPA than a New England IPA. But the name of that beer is called Toxic Masculinity. Mitch, when he came up, you should have saw his face when he said that's what he wanted to name it. And I was just laughing. But that one will be releasing on March 16th. Yesterday, I brewed with another new Bit member, Nate. He wanted to brew a pale ale, a little bit of a hoppy pale ale, because, homebrewers, pale ales can be a little on the hoppier side, a little bit more on the non-hoppy side. There's a lot of variability there, but Nate wanted a hoppy pale ale with a little citrusy. So, when we brewed it yesterday, we put in some dried sweet orange peel in the boil, homebrewers late in the boil, just to kind of give it just a little bit of a citrus backbone. We use some Cascade hops late in the boil, which should give us some nice tones. And then we are going to most likely dry hop it with some Citra hops, which Citra hops, you'd think of the name, it's kind of citrusy in, my name. So they tend to give off citrus notes. So it's kind of a citrusy pale ale, should be a little bit of a hoppy. The name is to be determined, but that will be releasing on March 7th. And then we've got Sean is going to brew with us on January 7th. He loves a good hoppy New England IPA, so think hazy, but more with a kind of a little bit aggressive hop to it. That will be releasing on March 29th. We just had a lot of Bit members coming up here. You too can join the club. I mean, you hear me talk about it all the time, but become a Bit member. You get to choose the style. You tell me what you like about that style of beer, the characteristics of your favorite beer. We'll come up with a recipe. We'll brew it together. Brew day is about 7 to 8 hours, although yesterday tended to be almost 9 hours because we had a lot of stuff to do. We had to keg off an Angry Pickle sour. We had to keg off a grape cotton candy sour before we could use that fermenter for the new batch. So it was kind of a long day, but I think Nate had a good time. So yeah, come check it out. Give us a message. Come on in. Talk to me about it, and we can sign you up. You also get thrown into the mug club, so you get a free beer a month, free beer on your birthday, and 10% off merchandise. Not to mention you get this cool 20-ounce mug with your name on it and the year you joined, and then have some extra beer for the same price. So what's going on at Bit this weekend? Well, Wednesday, Thursday, 4 to 6, happy hour. Tonight, we are actually doing a couple of cool things. One, cheesecake flights. I'm going to keep the kinds of cheesecake a little bit of a mystery, but we're going to have 3 little cheesecakes in a flight. So you can get a flight of cheesecake, flight of beer, pair them together. Should be kind of tasty. That is as soon as we open at 4 o'clock. During happy hour, as a matter of fact, 4 to 6, where you get $1 off regular pours. And then later on, 6 o'clock, we are having our Mug Club Appreciation Night. So any current Mug Club can come in. Actually, anyone is happy to come in. But if you're a Mug Club, you get a little bit of a special benefit. When you come in, we'll give you a token in your mug, so you get an extra beer for the month. We're going to have some drawings going on. 8 o'clock, you get some tickets. You buy beers, you get tickets at the end of the night. We'll do some raffling and kind of some cool prizes. So that should be a lot of fun. If you're not a Mug Club member, come on in. We'll sign you up. We'll get you a free mug. Well, not a free mug, but we'll get you your mug. Personalized mug. You'll get a free beer every month, a free beer on your birthday, and 10% off merchandise. Not to mention, that mug is 20 ounces. So you get a little bit more beer for the same price as everybody else every time you have a beer. Tomorrow night would be a sing-along with Josh and Jason. It should be fun. They try to do it at least once a year around Christmas time. I think there's going to be some Christmas carols going on, but you don't have to sing if you don't want to. You can just come and make fun of those guys. It's all right. I do all the time. And then Saturday, we are having an ugly sweater night at Bit. So we'll have some specials. $1 off regular pours if you are wearing your ugly sweater. We'll have a crowd pick for the winner at 8 o'clock, and we'll do some small prizes here and there. So Saturday night, ugly sweater night at Bit, starting at 6 o'clock. And then Sunday, nothing too special going on Sunday, just Sunday fun day.